So basically, we're in the middle of nowhere. Hello, Wonderhussy here, out in my favorite place, the middle of nowhere, Nevada. In particular, an even more favorite place. This is a hot spring that I camped at once back last October. So it's been about 7 months since I've been here. That was in the fall. This whole vast pasture we're in the middle of was very kind of wintry and autumnal. You know, these trees were all bare. So it's interesting to be here in May now and see how lush and green it is. And well, it's just great to be back. But this time I'm not alone. No, I'm with my friends Steve and Andrea from A Pin in the Atlas. You might remember them from my Belmont Mill video. We explored that together. And we're actually out here to go explore another ghost town together. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Oh yeah, cheers. Thank you. Where's your drink? Come on, Steve. Oh, Steve's drinking like a man.
Big boy drink.
Did you guys give me Steve's glass?
No.
Because they live in their truck, so it's not like they have a ton of glassware, but apparently that's just the way Steve rolls.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're all going to go up and explore this ghost town around here tomorrow morning, but we thought we would camp for the night here at this hot spring, which Andrea said she thought was all trashed.
Well, it's not the nicest one we've been to.
Okay, she's got high standards for hot springs. Me, I'll wallow in just about any mud pit. And speaking of that, let's go over and check out the condition of the hot spring tub. First, I'm going to do just like I did last time I camped at this hot spring, and I'm going to put my dinner, my boil in the bag grains and beans, into the source pool to heat up. Okay, if you watched my first video that I made here, this is one of those hot springs that has a really hot source pool. Oh my god, look how beautiful the clouds are reflected in the water. This hot spring is just amazing. It's like some rain might be coming in. Steve and Andrea are over there making dinner, which technically, essentially, I guess, is exactly what I'm doing too. Okie dokie, I'm just gonna plop her in there. And then I got it on a ratchet strap. I'm just gonna loop this through here so it don't float away. And well, that should be good to heat up for a while. Tub looks more or less the same. Oh my gosh, this feels amazing. I don't care how much algae there is in here. The temperature is perfect. Look at this view. Oh my god, it's just gorgeous. Ugh, I could have stayed in there all evening, but we are here to explore a ghost town in the morning, and well, I've never camped overnight with Steve and Andrea before, so I don't know if they're like early risers or what. Hopefully not. But it is interesting how Andrea thought this place was trashed. You know, she goes, oh no, someone's been there since you came. There's like busted trailer all over the place and garbage. And this is exactly how it was on my last visit. Hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yum! I got grains, beans, avocado, pico de gallo, arugula, and lots of sriracha. And now I can sit here and enjoy this amazing sunset with Steve and Andrea. All right, good morning. Today is the day. No, not the day that I'm gonna loll around in this hot spring all day, although I could very easily do that. No, today is the day we're gonna go check out this ghost town. All right, got out of the hot spring, got dressed, got loaded up. Steve and Andrea fired up Tonto, which is what they call their Tacoma truck that they live in. And well, I'm just gonna go ahead and let them lead, and I'll follow along behind. Okay, man, it's been a long, bumpy, dusty drive, but I think we're finally coming to this ghost town. Yep, looks like we're here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at that. How cute. It's an entire little old mining camp that's been lovingly restored. There's a signpost up here this is the only location information I'll give as to the whereabouts of where we are. If you can figure it out, then good for you. Sacramento is 265 miles away. Doesn't say in what direction. Rhyolite, 218 miles away. Virginia City, 123 miles away. And Goldfield, 145 miles away. So basically, we're in the middle of nowhere. Steve and Andrea are getting ready to shoot their intro, and I might need to eavesdrop because, well, Andrea always does a lot of research into the history of these places, and I never do, so I don't know anything about where we are. So let's all listen in and hear what this place is all about. So what is this place?
This place is a mining operation. Cinnabar was discovered here in 1929.
1929? Oh, so it's not that old.
Not that old. No businesses were ever formed here, so it was only ever a mining camp. But the mining camp was built in 1944.
44?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just learned actually from Andrea that it can't really be called a ghost town unless
yes,
there was a post office there.
That's right.
Well, so there was never a post office here, so...
No businesses at all.
What would you call this, a ghost camp?
Ghost camp.
Are we going to camp in a ghost camp?
We're going to camp in a ghost camp. We're going to have food, we're going to have wine, and we're going to explore.
All right, let's go have a look.
So let's take a look.
All right, so it's not a ghost town because there was no post office or no businesses here, but it's a pretty cool ghost mine camp, I'd say. So it's actually pretty hot right now. I don't know if I really want to go poking around exploring too much until maybe a little bit later in the day, but I do just want to peek inside these 3 cabins. Oh gosh, I really feel like Goldilocks, hussy locks, and the 3 cabins. I wonder if I go in the first one, it'll be too hot, and then the second one will be too cold, and then this one where I'm parked will be just right. I am parked by number 3, so let's see if my theory holds out. Okay, it looks like there's a local Boy Scout troop that was sort of maintaining these cabins. I don't know if they still do, because there's a lot of letters missing off of that sign. I mean, the roofs on these cabins look pretty new, and these things are in pretty good shape, so well, maybe they do still come out here from time to time. And if you're watching this, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, here's cabin number 1. This one's gonna be the Papa Bear's cabin. Oh, wow. Holy cow, look at that old piano. Stop it. Oh my God, is the door open? Thank you, Steve. Oh my gosh, look at how neat this is. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at this cool table and chairs. Shut up. You could have an awesome tea party in here. Please do not push over or remove notice from claim post. Oh, I guess there's still an active claim here. Look at this cool old sticker. Keep the desert beautiful. Old Harry says, stash that trash. Wow. I don't know who Old Harry is, but I am 100% on board with his message. And, well, I might know a little something about Old Harry myself. Anyway, yeah, it says to please take your garbage with you. Looks like there's some random odds and ends that were found laying around. Oh, look at this really cool old bottle from a dairy in Yarrington, Nevada. Oh, that's cool. They must have found that laying around up here. Today's winners. This week's wieners. You can definitely tell the Boy Scouts are here. Hey, let's see if this piano actually plays. Oh my God, it plays. Wow, I don't know if Steve or Andrea plays piano, but if they do, they have to come in here tonight when it's all gloomy and dark and play this piano, because wouldn't that sound amazing, like echoing through this valley coming out of this old house? Wow. Okay, and then there's just some other random odds and ends on top of the piano, empty booze bottles, tent stakes. Oh, and then it looks like there's an old logbook. It's like the last person was here on May 14th, which is cool because I think today's the 17th, so just a few days ago. Okay, and then there's one more room back here. I guess this is like the kitchen. Oh, wow, look at this little kitchen. Stop it. Oh my gosh, look at all the MREs laid in. And Southern Comfort, yikes. Southern Comfort and MREs. Breakfast of champions. And if the MREs don't float your boat, well, there's also, oh, some other stuff. Looks like there's some coffee, some vinegar, some biltong. Oh, wow, biltong. That's like South African beef jerky. There's some cans of chili, baked beans. Oh, look, there's another bottle of whiskey. Wow, okay, I'll definitely leave something in this cabin to make up for it, but I feel like I really need to take a nip of whiskey later tonight. Look, there's even like drinking water, wash water. Oh yeah, most of these have at least a little bit of water in them. That's cool. So there's, you know, emergency water supplies. There's a couple more gallons back there. So if you stumbled on this cabin and you were lost in the desert, you could actually survive for at least a little while. Oh my god, look at this old canned ham lid. Puritan. Wow, this is really, really cool. All right, well, gosh, I don't know if this Papa Bear's cabin is too hard at all. This was pretty nice, but imagine if this one was this nice. Oh, I can't wait to see what's in the Mama Bear's cabin. Okay, here's cabin number 2. Let's see if this one is as cool as cabin number 1 was. That was amazing. Really nice screened-in porch. Nice and shady. Ooh, a pentagram on the door. Could it be Satan? Let's hope not. Oh, wow, okay. This cabin here is Spartan, but there's a nice platform bed. Nice wide platform bed, big enough for a couple people. Well, unfortunately, that's pretty much all there is. Couple of bare shelves. Oh, there is a mirror hanging on the wall. And that's it. Okay, there is a door in the back here, but it doesn't lead to another room. It's just the back of the cabin. It goes outside and it's nailed shut. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that one be. Close this up the way I found it. I don't know how to keep it closed. There's no latch. Just this brick that was holding it closed. But if I push the brick against it, then I can't get out the door to climb out through the window. She came in through the bathroom window. All right, one more cabin. It's gonna be tough to beat that first one, but let's see. Okay, this is the cabin I parked next to. Good old number 3. Something about it spoke to me. So let's see if I was right. Doors wide open. Oh, well, it's nothing but beds. 3 giant beds, a table, and a few little odds and ends. Oh, there's a dollar bill. Another one of those cool dairy bottles. I wonder why there's a dollar bill in here. It's weird. Huh? Leave it right where I found it. Oh, look at this cool old mirror. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I am a spirit from the past, come to haunt you. Okay, wow. Well, I would say in this case, the Papa Bear's cabin was definitely the coolest. So this ain't no 3 bears. I was trying to play this piano, but unfortunately so many of the keys are broken. Like, I mean, my friend Jessica that I've done videos with, she plays piano. She might be able to make this thing sound good, but whew, it's rough. Okay, break time's over. Had a little snack, had some coffee. I feel rejuvenated, so we're just kind of up here behind the 3 cabins. There's another real creepy looking cabin that's still standing. That could be fun. Okay, wow, this even has like, well, I was gonna say glass on one of the windows. Plexiglass anyways. I'm not sure what the deal is here. Oh, it's got a half door. Let's see. Oh, it's another cabin. Look at that. Just kind of like an open air affair. 2 beds, a pretty rough wall. Then there's this real creepy little back room. Oh, I guess this is like the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this. I mean, I'm guessing this was not meant to be a kitchen. This looks to me like some place where like an old miner would like sluice through all his ore and try to find good stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense, but wow, just the construction of this is really interesting. I mean, it's just these giant, those aren't really cinder blocks. I don't know what they are. This really old window. But yeah, them Boy Scouts did a good job shoring up the roof. Look at that. Gotta make sure I latch the door. Shut the way I found it. It's good to know you can still stay up here if you had to. Oh, and then look, there's like another little shed behind it. Yikers, what is this? Maybe these were like old miners' cabins. Oh no, this looks like it was some kind of furnace or smelter or something. Isn't that like some kind of furnace or fire pit? There's a pipe going into it. Oh yeah, look. Oh my goodness, wow. Sorry, there's not a lot of maneuverability in here. Holy cow, yeah, I guess you would build a fire under that and then boil something. It's like a big boiler. Oh, wow, look at this little dugout. Oh, my word. This is cute as can be. It reminds me of something out of The Hobbit, but like the desert Hobbit. Okay, obviously it's got some kind of ventilation. It's built into the earth, so I mean, I guess it's very cool in here. There's even little flowers growing on the roof. Oh, I just love it. How cute. It's gonna be dark in here, but I'm guessing it'll also be very cool. So maybe this was some kind of food storage. Yeah, speaking of Hobbit, desert Hobbit, look how tiny the door is. Even me, 5'3" me, I have to stoop down to get in. Let's see. Oh, look at this. It is like a pantry. This is where they would have stored perishables. Oh, and it is nice and cool in here. Wow. I mean, it's probably like at least 10 degrees cooler in here. So it's lined with shelves. You can see there would have been jars of preserved, I guess, canned goods. I don't know, whatever all these miners used to keep on hand to eat. Really neat and really interesting to see the construction on this. Oh, look, here's a grave. Unfortunately, Steve and Andrea went, I think, exploring the mine, so she's not here to tell me whose grave this is. I feel like she said there was a guy who worked this claim up until like the 1970s. He was the first person to discover the mercury out here. So that's, I think, his grave, and unfortunately I don't remember his name, and well, Andrea's not here, so R.I.P. lonely old prospector miner. We appreciate you letting us stay at in your beautiful little valley at your beautiful little camp. I mean, this is a cool little valley. Okay, looks like an outhouse here, and I gotta take a tinkle anyway, so might as well go check that out. Gotta be real careful in here because it's probably full of bugs and snakes. Oh, there's no door. It's open air. Oh, stop it. Look at this. People magazine. Oh, it's new. It's Prince Philip dying. That didn't happen too long ago. Okay, well, I'll have quality reading material while I'm taking a tinkle. The Economist. Classy. I'll spare you the details, but I will say, look how nice the toilet seats are. Brand new toilet seats. Real nice. Look, Reader's Digest. I didn't even know they still made Reader's Digest. 2021. Wow. Oh, look. The National Review. What interesting men's health. Interesting story, all these magazines. So I guess the People magazine must have been the guy's wife or something. I'll go ahead and stack all these magazines up here. Do my part to keep the outhouse tidy. Hey, it's the least I can do. Okay, so it looks like there's a couple of different mine shafts. We can at least peer down. We got to cross this kind of sketchy bridge to get there. Yikes. Okay, this is all fenced off, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. That looks like an amazing mine shaft. Ugh. Does it say not to go in? Let me see. It just says stay out, stay alive. I feel like that's more of a recommendation than an admonition. Oh, here, if I just come up here higher, Steve pointed out we can see down here. Oh, wow, yeah, look. Oh my goodness, that looks kind of fun. Okay, here's one more mine shaft with a head frame still standing over it and a really tattered American flag flying in the breeze. Oh man, this thing goes way down in there. Oh my goodness, there's another really sketchy looking shaft down here. Oh my goodness, you can even see there's like timbers and stuff in there. You'd have to go on your belly to get down in there though. Look. This fence was constructed for your protection by the Nevada Division of Minerals. Okay, well, thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate that. It's true, though. Like, yeah, part of me does want to go in there, like, just see what I can find. But then I read this sign, you know, the stay out, stay alive. And it says, some of the dangers around abandoned mines include loose rock, bad air, cave-ins, rattlesnakes, old explosives, rotten timber, falling. And then I realized, no, I don't really want to climb in there that bad. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't be the first one to do so. So anything that's super cool down there has probably been scavenged a long time ago. That being said, I do want to peek down this shaft. And yeah, the fence is kind of bent up a little bit here. Let me see. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a shaft that goes way, way down. And you can see there's a ladder going down on the side there. If you were so inclined, you could climb right on down there. But again, you'd have to tangle with loose rock, cave-ins, and rattlesnakes. And I want to make sure I stay alive to have a nip of that whiskey around the fire later. Okay, so we checked out the 3 cabins, the 3 shafts. I'm just going to walk a little bit farther up this trail because there's a few more things over here. Like, look at this. This looks like it was some kind of furnace type situation. Sliding down the side of this hill and this brick encasing. Is this, I mean, look at those 3 pipes sticking out of it. Isn't this like some kind of a furnace? Oh, wow, look at the slots coming at the bottom. Now, what do you suppose happened in that? Like, they dropped something in the top, and then it got so hot on its way down that when it popped out the bottom, it was all baked solid. Let's see if we can look up the... Oh, yeah, we can see the daylight on the other end. Far out, man. You just never know what you're going to find exploring around the West. And yeah, sure, this is, strictly speaking, a bunch of garbage left behind by some greedy guys who came out here to gouge what they could from the earth and just leave all their crap behind. But I don't know, it is kind of interesting to poke through. You know what's really cool about this place, though? I guess because it's a Boy Scout camp, there's hardly any litter anywhere. You know, most places like this you go, there'd be a ton of beer cans and shotgun shells, but hey, apparently the Scoutmasters are raising these young uns right and teaching them not to leave their trash all over the desert. So, hey, I salute you, Scoutmasters. It's the end of another beautiful day exploring the gorgeous desert. And, well, I'm kind of hungry. And I still want a nip of that whiskey. All right, well, it's the next day. Unfortunately, I never did get around to having that nip of whiskey last night. Although we did spend a very enjoyable evening. We had a little campfire. I had a glass of wine. Nice conversation with Steve and Andrea. They're over there loading up their gear now. I'm actually loading up my gear as well, getting ready to leave this awesome little place. But you know me. I just can't leave unfinished business, especially when it comes to whiskey. So I decided what I'll do is have a little nip for breakfast. And I decided to be classy for once in my life. I'm going to bring a little glass in to drink it out of instead of just drinking out of the bottle. And I'm going to leave these cool soups in there as thank you for the whiskey. Got pea and ham and roast chicken. These are instant soups all the way from Australia. Okay, one of my viewers from Australia sent me these soups, and I thought it might be a fun thing to leave in here because, I mean, here we are in this godforsaken little mining camp in the middle of Nevada. To come in and find these Aussie soups would be kind of a surprise. Before I go in there and do that, though, there's one other item of business, and that is that little friendship rock that I found. I think I showed the video of me finding it. It was sitting on that wall right in front of the cabin, and it's one of those little rocks that has a positive message on it. This one says love wins. And then I think what you're supposed to do is, well, there's a hashtag written on it, and I think you're supposed to take a picture of where you found it and then post it with that hashtag. It says somebody left it here in 2018 from Novato, California. Okay, Novato is in the North Bay Area above San Francisco, actually not too far from where my mom lives. So I thought it was funny that this little rock made its way all the way out here, again to this desolate mining camp in the middle of the Nevada desert. I'm going to go ahead and take this rock with me and leave it somewhere else interesting so that this little message of love wins will continue on its travels. If you're the person who left this rock here, awesome, thank you. Okay, enough of that. Let's go inside and have some whiskey. Oh, I got to be careful too walking because I actually did see a scorpion this morning. Yeah, I know. Yikes. I mean, one of the blogs I read about this place, a guy that had come here, he said he was going to camp outside, just lay out a tarp and then sleep on a sleeping bag. But he saw a giant scorpion crawl across his tarp. And, well, he changed his mind and slept inside one of the cabins instead. I guess that was accurate because the scorpion we saw wasn't huge, but it was big enough. And I think it might only be the second scorpion I've ever seen alive in the wild, which is funny because, you know, I spent a lot of time in the desert. You'd think I would have seen more of them. Okay, let's go in. The old piano. I'm going to miss you. But we're going back into the kitchen this time. Okay, I tidied up the provisions here a little bit, and I put my 2 little boxes of instant soups in there amidst all the other provisions. And now it's time to have that nip. Now, I decided to go with the bourbon instead of the Southern Comfort because I'm not that crazy. And I'm just going to have a tiny, tiny sip because I'm not a big... Well, I don't normally drink whiskey in the morning, so that'll have to... Well, maybe a little bit more than that. I couldn't call myself Wonderhussy if that first nip was all I was going to take. All right. Down the hatch. Thank you, little cabin, for sheltering me and giving me so much enjoyment. Salud. Whoo! Bah! Okay, now that that's done, there's one more thing I gotta do, and that is I'm gonna leave one of my little live, laugh, love pendants somewhere in this cabin. I have a bunch of these pendants somebody sent me, and I like to leave them in all the cabins I visit just to add a soft, feminine touch to these places that are generally sort of man cave-ish. So this one I'll go ahead and hang above the door where it sort of guards the whole cabin and reminds everyone of what's really important. It's important to live, it's important to laugh, and it's important to love. That was a harsh, dissonant chord to strike for the word love, but maybe that says something about me. Anyway, I better sign this little notebook too real quick before I leave. Okay, I just wrote my name, the date, and thank you, Scouts. And I really do mean that. Thanks to the Boy Scouts and the Scoutmasters who keep these cabins looking so nice. I really enjoyed my stay here. I know Steve and Andrea did too. But now we're going to roll on and explore a couple other interesting things in this area. So I'll sign off for now and see you at the next adventure.